Good evening, this is Mr. Thomas Kilbasinski of the Industrious Illumination Show, where we're going to talk about more about cars. This is really not my expertise field, but that's why we have mechanics out there. It is amazing how much the pricing has gone up for like transmission fluid changes. I remember when they were a couple $100 back in the day. Now, for mine, it's between $400 and $700. And if I could do it, I would do it myself. But I'm not getting under a car, picking up a damn transmission. I'm not doing that. So hopefully, the thing is with car warranties, they're not covered. Be very, very careful with brake pads, rotors, and stuff like that. Make sure you're keeping an eye on that. Make sure, like the other day, I found out where the brake fluid was. It was opened up by a stupid thing in the front of the car. This is absolutely ridiculous how they make the newer cars. Because if it was an older car, you'd be able to open up the brake fluid right up front where the darn thing says brake fluid. But now it's covered with a top. So we're learning a lot about these car warranties. I'm currently arguing with Empire Auto over my transmission that has not been done because they said it's 81 miles short. So, but it sounds like I'm pretty good with the Chrysler for right now. We did have some debris hit under it like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but this thing is built like a horse, built like a Herschel Walker. Powerful legs underneath, so to speak. It's interesting how one Nissan Sentra only gave me problems with AC and all this other stuff. But like the other ones, like this one right here, okay, so the dealership took care of an engine oil problem, whatever it was. And then we have a steering wheel rack, which you filed a claim with Philadelphia on because there's too many goddamn potholes. And then number 2, we got this suspension probably issue, but it's still running from point A to point B. And for the person that reported unsafe, screw you. Because I had 55-star reviews in a row. And tips. So you're not going to stop me from making money. Okay? If you want to become an Uber and Lyft driver, anybody can do it. Okay? You got to have a solid license, a clear driving record, and then also a FBI background. Ahead. So we're heading to Pittsburgh here tonight. We had a fun time in Lancaster. We had a fun time in Harrisburg. We had a fun time in Philadelphia. We talked about the SEPTA issue. That's been a big thing all the way up to Plymouth meeting. So, please, people, choose a pick and choose. Treat your car with tender love and care. Make sure that you have the oil change regularly between 3,000 and 5,000 miles. The transmission fluid, I think, is usually between 50 and 80,000. That's a top guess. But of course, this one has not been even changed yet, and I've put probably about 50,000 miles on this damn thing. So I'm tossing it between mechanics on pricing right now, and I just called an Empire up, and they don't cover that. They only give a special plan, thinking like that. I don't know. So, but we're making money. We're doing good. I'm gonna head up here to Pittsburgh. And we're just going to do it from there and enjoy the weekend, hopefully. I don't know if we'll be staying here for the weekend, but we'll try. We may have some other rides in store. But this thing is due for an oil change soon, and also a transmission fluid change soon. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do about that here soon. The oil changes aren't that bad. It's like $100. But what comes into play is the transmission fluid change. It's $33 a freaking quart. You gotta be kidding me. And then, like for a regular person to do it, I just saw one person that said $75 an hour. And then I got another one at CG Auto for $135 an hour. So, another person, look, I got several options. That's not gonna be a problem. But I just gotta find out when I'm gonna do it. So, make sure you make decisions on your tires. Keep an eye on your tires in the morning. Look underneath for leaks, blah, 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 blah. This car can really be a pain in the butt because you might have smell coming from it, whatever, it is what it is. So that's basically about it. That's what I wanted to talk about here. And I hope people listen to me and listen to this video, and you know, be precaution. Keep your eyes open. Have a good night, folks.